Hello everyone, my name is Jim Slaughter and I want to welcome all of you to our Monday night health and wellness workshop. We're Life Solutions Coaching and Counseling. Ann and I are here together counseling and doing life coaching together. Suzanne is our nutritionist here on board, and Ken Ho, who many of you know already, is our chiropractor. We have kind of a, Ken likes to call it a one-stop shop, and in a way it is that. And a few months ago, we really decided that we would like to offer something for the community, and that's really what this is. This is a community workshop, and we're trying to get as many people in the Hazlet area and the surrounding areas aware of it as possible, because we want to use the people in our office here. Suzanne's done some presentations, Ann's done some, I'm doing one tonight on stress management for wellness. But we really have a lot of experience and training under our belts here at Life Solutions. We have a lot to offer, and so I want to invite everyone who might see this presentation or hear about it to our Monday night sessions, 6:30 to about 8 o'clock in the evening, and we want as many people to come and be a part of it as possible. We offer just some really helpful material. I want to begin by just saying that stress management has been a topic that I've devoted quite a bit of time and effort into looking into for about the last 10 years. I was a professor full-time at graduate school, seminary, and then after I retired, stayed on different universities and colleges part-time as a kind of just a part-time professor. I was asked by one of the universities to do a class on stress management. At the time I didn't know a lot of the technical things about stress management, but I did know that I was under a lot of stress, and that made me almost an expert, right? Everybody has stress. Everybody has something going on that is stressful in their lives. And so the truth of the matter is, it was something that I wanted to look into to help the people who were going to take the course at the university, but it's also something that I needed to look into for myself. Stress is it can be a killer. And so we want to talk a little bit about that, what stress does and how to keep our stress levels low and a number of things like that. But I put together a presentation that I called Stress Management for Wellness, which is what I'd like to do for us tonight. To begin, I want to hand everybody a card. And on the card, Suzanne, maybe you can pass that around. I'd like for you to take the pen that I handed you earlier. I'd like for you to write on that card, just take a minute or so, write on that card your top, say, 3 or 4 stressors, the things in life that stress you the most right now. And write them, 1, 2, 3, give them priority. And then I'm going to take the cards up in about 60 seconds and see what you put on there. I'm not going to, just anonymously, don't put your name on the card. I'll shuffle them when I get them, and I just would like to know what's going on right now in the world of stress for people. For those of you who are watching and aren't really writing it down, you might be thinking about what your major stressors are right now. There are a lot of really common stressors, and some they overlap a lot for people. But let me go ahead and get these here. That everybody seems to have their own higher priority stressors at any given time. Oh wow, okay. One more? Thank you. Okay. All right, here are what you listed. Number 1 for one person was cars. Number 2, children. And number 3 is an X. Now, I don't know if that means that that's a particular stressor or if they didn't know what else to put. My marriage, finances, time management, weight management, physical fitness. Okay, and I don't know whose those are, but I appreciate your thinking about those things, because I want us to be thinking about those. They're your primary stressors as we go into the presentation, because I want you to be thinking about this from a kind of a personal perspective tonight. And we have some staff are here tonight, and some other people from the community are here tonight. But it doesn't really matter whether who you are. You're going to have stress issues. When I was researching this material to do the course in stress management that I did for the university, this was Amberton University in Dallas, by the way, and really, really excellent school, and have always enjoyed my association with them. And so I did this course about 10 years ago, and I was researching it, and I ran across an author that I really, really liked. His name is Robert Sapolsky. Sapolsky's an MD, stress management guru type person, and he wrote a book with the most intriguing title that I ever saw in this field, maybe any other field. And the title of his book was Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers. Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers. That kind of stuck with me. When I opened the book and I began looking at it to see if it's something I might want to use as a resource, I read this quote that Sapolsky put in there, and it struck me at the time. I've never forgotten it, and it takes me away, in a sense, from where I am, and puts me in a place of calm and peacefulness. He says, "How good it would be to sit relaxed on the sun-drenched porch of a villa, far, far from the wild things baying." Have you ever sensed that the wild things were baying at you, had you treed? A wolf bays, a hound bays. That's the howling barking, of course, that a hunting animal gives when they have their prey treed. And there are times in my past, and there are times from time to time in the present, I feel like those wild things are baying at me. I'm stuck in the tree, and those things are nipping at my heels. Or I'm running, and they're nipping at my heels. Wouldn't it be nice to sit on a sun-drenched porch of a villa, far, far from the wild things baying? This is a man who's trying to get away from his stress, right? Who's thinking about this. I also was considering giving you a survey tonight to see kind of where you would be in, I don't know, the intensity of your stress right now. But I think I'd rather not take the time to do that. I may do it at another time, or may give it to you to take home just to look at. But I don't know that I know anyone who isn't challenged by stress in their life right now. And so, you know what your intensity level is. Sometimes it's worse than others, but most everybody has some pretty intense stressors at one point or another. And so I'd like to go through and just talk a little bit about stress and stress management for wellness. This is a health and wellness workshop. We consider ourselves at Life Solutions Coaching and Counseling a health and wellness center for our community and the surrounding countryside here in our area. Ashley, are you watching? I'd like you to stop the camera for me right now.
Okay.
Okay, if you would, because this is not